Hello, and welcome back to another video. How you doing today, folks? Welcome back. I upload every day. Today we are covering the great and extraordinary paradoxical phenomena that occur in this world. What am I talking about? What do I mean? What a nonsensical idea to start with. And what a topic for today, huh? Well, before I get into that, just a quick heads up to anyone who's new here. I upload every day. Be sure to subscribe, and if you enjoy this video, hit that like button. Also, be sure to let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts or ideas based on what I'm saying or what I'm doing. Maybe you just have a question about my helmet. I don't know. But leave a comment, even if you just say hello or how's it going. Also, be sure to share this video with all of your friends and family if you think it's worthwhile and they should see it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am on the Veteran Sherman electric unicycle, one of the top electric unicycle personal electric vehicles that you can purchase. You might be vaguely familiar with this thing. It's a giant wheel with a motor in the center, with a tire on the outskirts, and a plastic shell loaded with batteries and a motherboard. There's also two pedals on the outside. You just stand on those pedals and you let all the tech gizmo stuff work its magic. The gyrator keeps it upright with magnets and stuff in the heavy center of the motor, which is the wheel, in the wheel. And I won't get too much further into it than that, other than that you can look them up online and buy one off of eWheels or Amazon. It takes about a week to a month to learn, just to learn how to get on and get off. And if you do it for months and months and years, you'll get better and better at it and feel more comfortable on it. No, it's not as quick and easy to learn as riding a scooter, but it's far more rewarding. All right, without further ado, extraordinary, paradoxical, otherworldly phenomena. Let's jump out into the street first. So, I'm talking about other wavelengths, such as the mycelial network and radio frequency waves. Also, the possibility of sound waves that are used to carry objects or move objects and even cut and break objects. Things of forgotten civilizations, technology that people before us have used, and technology that we're using now that people before us may never have imagined. Don't believe me? Take a person from 200 years ago and offer them your cell phone. Let them know that with pictures, videos, messages, anything you want can be transcoded and sent in an instant to anyone, anywhere, all over the world. Black magic is what they would declare that. Something outside of the realm of their understanding of physics. Well, if that's possible, and we now know it to be so, for sure, then who's to say that there aren't other plateaus of technology and physics that we don't understand yet right now? Yes, I'm talking about the mycelial network, which we understand a little bit about, which has to do with fungus that communicates across the air from one fungus colony and root species to another without any evidence or traces of how they're able to do so. To this day, scientists are baffled and stunned by how mycelial network organisms operate, and still learning about their new capabilities, still learning new information about their existing capabilities every single day. Outlandish, I tell you. Anything else besides just those two things? Absolutely not. We know that living creatures need water and oxygen and sunlight to proliferate. Not entirely so. There is a tardigrade, a tiny microscopic creature which can live in space, which can live for obscenely long time, which can live under absurd living conditions. That everything from low or high temperatures to no oxygen to levels of acidity in any fluids, and the list goes on and on of what the tardigrade is capable of living through. What does that imply? That implies that our understanding of physics, biology, and science are still completely limited. What else do I have for you? Well, I will tell you this. To this very day, we're finding more and more evidence of ancient civilizations having walked this earth and accomplished feats unimaginable by us to this very day, even using our super machinery like giant bulldozers and huge cranes. We could not build many of the structures that we're finding of ancient times, such as the pyramids. That's right, the pyramids, who everyone treats as a tourist attraction located in a sunny, desertous landscape, is actually an indicator of immense power and energy having been focused and used in control, and having been controlled with utmost precision and accuracy. My goodness, what else will we continue to uncover? What else have we uncovered that we haven't shared with the open masses? What information have we uncovered which is now forgotten due to natural disasters such as flooding and asteroid collision impacts? What's going on in the world today? Well, if you really want a full picture, you need not traverse much farther than the ancient texts of wisdom that exist among us to this day. That's right, ancient texts, which are seen as primitive and convoluted, full of mysticism and fairy tales and la la land, are actually in containment of information that we uncover to be true and applicable in even the most modern of science and physics to this day. My goodness, what else will we learn or relearn from the ancient people or from the sacred texts that we have been ignoring or that we have been circumventing, trying to rediscover it all for ourselves? And as we discover it tiny piece by bit by piece, actually it's all been laid out right here before us. Well, that about concludes my ride today. I'd say that was more like a preview than a deep dive of all the existing phenomena and extraordinary paradoxes right in front of our eyes every day. I haven't even touched on the brain's capabilities, telekinesis, and explosions of energy and matter that happen within the brain moments before death and during the process of death. What happens that allows a seed to know what to grow into despite there being no evidence whatsoever on an atomic level within that seed? How does it know to accept water and grow into what it's supposed to grow into when water and sunlight hit it under the right conditions? Where are the instructions? Where are the atoms and where is the matter that exists in it which tell it what to do? Because we have tried to replicate the exact configuration of atomic particles and to see if the particles react the same way as their naturally created twin neighbors, and effectively they do not. It's like a carbon copy with no soul. Unable to replicate these miraculous occurrences in nature, we are still stumped as the day we began to crawl out of our caves. No matter how many Mercedes, Ferraris, and Benzos were able to churn out of factories, we cannot replicate the basic elements of life, not even on a singular cellular level, and definitely not on a multicellular level. Why is it that the simple eludes us while the seemingly intricate is at our very fingertips? Is this dichotomy some indicator of a larger control upon us? Is it signs to us right in front of our eyes that we reject and say, give me a sign? Okay, I don't want to go full preacher mode, but it's just incredible that we can see everything around us, and even the very notion of existence of any kind and any variety could be all around us, and we can use existence to ask for evidence of existence or the evidence of the source of existence, and still refute and still ask questions and wonder why, when in fact we know there is one singular point of supernatural existence from which this can all originate and would solve everything. And we know that it can't be multiple sources of supernatural existence that accounts for all of this. Otherwise there would be conflict and non-unity. Only the unity of the entire focal point of everything could be singularly and solely responsible. Anything else would be mathematically juxtapositional. It would not work. It would create a conflict which would have imminently resulted in the combustion of the entire balance of everything at some point or another. Right? I think so. There's your noodle scratcher. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you jumping on with me for today's ride. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did, and I'll look forward to seeing all of you on the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye.